Nadal rolls to record 12th French Open title. Paris AP for a few fleeting moments Sunday, Rafael Nadal found his French Open supremacy seemingly threatened by Dominic Thiem, a younger, talented opponent challenging him in the final for the second consecutive year. A poor game from Nadal allowed Thiem to break him and even things at a set apiece. That development, that the questions were raised at all was significant. The answers, No one in tennis ever has won any major tournament that many times. Then again, looking at the bigger picture, Nadal is now up to 18 Grand Slam trophies, moving within 2 of Roger Federer's men's record of 20. Thiem, a 25-year-old Austrian who was seeded number 4 and upset number 1 Novak Djokovic in the semifinals, was eyeing his first major title in this rematch of the 2018 final in Paris. But again, he first. This one began on a cloudy afternoon, with the temperature in the low 60s mid-teens Celsius and only a slight breeze. In the initial game, and, thereby, a pattern was established by the end of the 3-hour, 1-minute match. A total of 46 points went 10 strokes or more. Each man claimed both men would station themselves along the baseline and sprint, scramble, slide, stretch to somehow reach just about each and every ball that came their way, not merely putting a racket on it but responding with a booming reply. It was an impressive, from the get-go, it was such a physical grind that Nadal was soaked with sweat and changed neon yellow shirts after 7 games and 45 minutes, eliciting some whistles and catcalls from the crowd. Early on, there were no signs of fatigue for Thiem, even though he was competing for a 4th straight day, because of rain that jumbled the schedule. Not only that, but while Nadal dismissed Federer with relative ease in a straight-set semi-final that concluded Friday, Thiem was forced to work overtime, eliminating Djokovic in a 5-setter that wrapped up less than 24 hours before the final began. Thiem showed he can play defense. Showed he can flip. Indeed, it was Thiem who nosed ahead first, closing a 12-stroke exchange by ripping a forehand winner to earn the first break point of the final, then converting it with an overhead to cap a 20-stroke point for a 3-2 edge. He turned with a clean. Nadal snapped to, immediately. He grabbed 13. That must have been demoralizing for Thiem. How couldn't it be, to play as well as he did, for as long as he did, going toe-to-toe with by any measure, objective or subjective the greatest clay court performer ever, and even taking the lead, yet end up with absolutely zero to show for it? At the ensuing changeover, Thiem didn't whack a ball toward the stands, as Roger Federer memorably did during his semi-final loss to Nadal. He didn't spike, or perhaps Thiem was thinking, is there anything I can do? The answer, it turned out, was yes. But only briefly. They appeared headed for a tiebreaker in the second set when Thiem broke to take it. Talk about a stunning, but Thiem, put simply, wilted a bit. He made 3 more AP tennis coverage https://www.apnews.com/apftennis and https://twitter.com/apsports. Related slideshow. Best of the French Open provided by Aman.
Raindrop, drop top, smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up